What's up, soldiers? So I recently had an athlete ask me about how to grip the farmer's walks. Now there's a couple different ways, so try these out in your training and see what works best for you. You might use different ones in different style events. Maybe you like one more on a frame, maybe you like one more for shorter, heavier type events, but it's worth trying all of these out to have in your toolbox. So the first one we're gonna break down is just a normal grip, right? So just how you would standard grab a barbell or just grab anything here, right? If this is your bar, grabbing around just like so, okay? So that's the first one. Let's just call it normal grip, all right? Then we're gonna have a hook grip. So what we do for this is we bring our thumb on the inside of our fingers, and our thumb is the hook. We wrap over with our index, middle, and then even a little bit of our pinky if we can. So that'll look here, thumb's gonna fold in, we're gonna wrap around and squeeze nice and tight just like so. Okay, now the last one is a false grip. So this is going to be thumb on the same side as the fingers. And what I like to do with the false grip is squeeze the fingers together nice and tight, and then also create a hook flexing through the forearm. And what this is going to do is allow you to get this handle right in the meat of your palm. So let's think about if we're doing a farmer's walk, right? The hook grip and that regular grip are both straight down as it should be, okay? So that's there. Hook grip and normal grip are gonna look pretty much the same. But if we're doing this false grip, we're actually hooking in here, and I like to use that as a cue or a connector for my body to tighten up through my hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders, and everywhere else. Remember, as a general concept, the harder we can brace, the more tension we can create in our body, the more power we can put out head to toe. Obviously in strongman, that's a good idea. So what that would look like here is literally just a hook in through the wrist. And again, now we're deep into the meat of this palm. Instead of holding here, we're holding there. And we can go from here. The reason that I started doing this personally is I used to train on thick-handled farmer's handles, and I literally could not get a normal grip on them. So this tended to work pretty well. This is not always what I do, but it's worth trying out. Now with your different grips, you can have different positions on the handles. The very basic one, of course, is right square in the center. Okay, that's the easiest one if you are more of a beginner or a novice or an intermediate, or if you're having trouble getting that weight up off the floor, this is gonna be your best bet, whatever route that you choose. But you can also pick the handles with your hands slightly back from center. And what that's gonna do is lead to a tip with the front end of the handles leaning forward, and it'll give you a little bit of momentum to pull you ahead as you're running. This works particularly well with a staggered stance start if you're gonna get started right into your first step, but it also works pretty well if you've got good grip strength for this event. So I will show you here. We're just slightly back, so you'll see as soon as I pick them up, the front handles are gonna turn in, but as is, this is wanting to pull me forward. So a pretty good option. The last thing we can do is just the opposite. We can bring our hands closer to the front. I particularly don't like this one, but all tools in the toolbox, you never know. It's worth trying, worth training, because maybe it works really well for you. So now we're here. And what this does with our hands in front is pulls us back a little bit. You don't have the momentum with the handles tipped forward, but it will help you stay upright naturally. So if you're somebody that has issues with maintaining good posture on a farmer's walk, might be worth trying that out. So try a mix of these different things in your training. And again, treat these as tools in your toolbox, because you never know a certain style handle, a certain event, a certain set of rules. One of these might work particularly well for that. So try them out. Let me know what you think.